Castor's gonna be holding his feet up now, so I've already worked on petting them, and he's good with taking the weight off of them and then rolling his foot up and kind of resting it on the toe. And now I'm going to start working on having him actually hold the leg up. So right there's a little bit. So I don't really want that swinging motion. I want just from the toe lift, like toe rest, upwards. That's what I'm looking for, but I'm gonna just have to shape that behavior, kind of make it into what I want it to be. So this isn't the best angle. There, that's what I want, is that toe lift. And there, that was perfect. So he brought it up and forward, but it was really slow, really relaxed. Like I don't want him making any like quick pulling or kicking movements with his hind legs. I want to completely stay away from all of that. I want it to be really slow, really easy, um, and just from the very beginning, so that he's just easy to deal with his back legs. Because a lot of get people have concerns about working with the hind legs, and so if I can teach him from the beginning that it's nice and easy and slow, then I can maintain that and it'll be easier than if I have to go back and fix it. So it's not gonna be perfect in the beginning. Like I'm shaping it toward there. So like that last time he kind of picked it up, it was a little bit faster than I'd like, but as long as his leg is like not super tense and I can kind of like move it around and it's malleable, that's what I'm really looking for. So and right now, when I'm picking up his feet, I'm just using the mounting block. I'm not using protective contact. I've picked his feet up and handled them in protective contact. He's pretty cool with that. If you had any concerns about it, you could teach him this in protective contact as well. Do the whole foot lifting thing in protective contact. That is completely up to you. So I'm letting him just hang out here and chew and just hang out and take a break because he needs that in his training. All horses do. Castor likes to do a lot, so I need to just give him a moment to chew through his treat and then reward him for standing nice and relaxed because he just wants to kind of do a lot of things. So I know those parts can be really boring to see, and sometimes you don't see them because of that, but they're very, very important to the training. So I'll leave those in sometimes, but I am doing it all the time. And I probably should do it like even a little bit more. So, but I'm gonna work through this other side here too. And he's pretty good with those front feet. Those front feet are looking really nice. I don't really have anything bad to say like about those. Build up duration with him holding them up, letting me pick them out and move them around and pull them forward. And he's working on having them trimmed in little bits. So again, we'll build the duration up from there to where he can do a whole trim. But yeah, he's looking really, really good with those front feet for sure. I'm just gonna adjust here and go get in position to do those hind feet. And this is gonna be a little bit better angle so that you can see what I'm doing exactly. So I like to start with just petting on his leg, reminding him like I'm back here, I'm gonna touch your leg here, and making sure that he's okay with my touch first because I don't want him to think that as soon as I touch his leg, he needs to pick it up immediately. That was beautiful. So I want him to differentiate between, okay, I'm touching his leg and petting his leg. Okay, then I leave my hand on his hock and I just kind of squeeze a little bit. Then I'm looking for that lift. That's gonna be the difference. So I do a couple pets like I'm coming, like my hands are gonna be here, and then that's when I ask for that. And then if he's anticipating and offering that foot lift without me asking, I'm just gonna stay there and pet his leg until he stops. Then I will click and then take my hand off and treat him. So just a little bit of balancing in there and making sure that he's understanding it and not anticipating. That looks beautiful. He's not moving at all. Then he's a little confused. He picked up the wrong foot. So I'm just going to keep asking gently here. That was beautiful. That was perfect. Like that was even better than any of the times he had on the other side. So it really worked out well that he was in this angle so you could see it. So I really love that. He just kind of moved in a little tiny bit. Like that's all I want is just a little tiny bit. A lot of people want to go from foot lift to like hold it all the way up, and that's where you can get that like kicking, pulling behaviors, and we don't want any of those. So just gonna take your time, do little tiny lifts, hold it for a second, hold it for 2 seconds, and build up from there until you can hold it for 10, 20, 30 seconds, and then start picking it out again in that same manner where it's like one pick, give him a treat, pick it out twice, give him a treat, and so on until you can do the whole thing. So that looks really nice. I like his body language. He's got a nice level neck. His ears are listening to me because I'm behind him, but they're not really stiff. They're not pinned back. See, there he's confused about his foot again. Who's going for that other one? There he shifts his weight and does a beautiful lift. That is really nice. And then I went ahead and just kind of see if I could pick it up off the ground because he gave me the lift and then gave me like a toe rest. And then I was just asking if I could lift it off the ground for him, like with my hand. And I like those on the hinds where I have to physically pick it up. Like he'll take the weight off and maybe lift it a little bit, but I like to go ahead and do the picking up of the foot of the hind feet. The front feet, he gives them to me and he'll pop them up for me and then I'll hold them and do whatever. But for those back feet, I really like it that they're just like Play-Doh legs. Like I can bend them and move them and do whatever I want with them. And he's not too focused on like pulling it up and getting tight in the leg. So we don't want that. That's kind of my training process for those hind legs. Taking it nice and slow. He's doing fantastic with it though.